I'm Howard Green, President of the Board of Directors of Pacomia Community Youth Culture Center. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to PCYCC, an institution of service in the Pacomia community for the last 14 years. We strive to meet the needs of the youth of Pacomia in many diverse ways, as you will be seeing. We offer programs geared to impacting those who seek our services. There are partial scholarships, some being the William Thompson III Memorial Scholarship, the Robert E. Perkins Memorial Music Award, and the Michael Antonovich Scholarship, also the Hodges and Esther Dickerson Memorial Scholarship. Now, I would like to introduce the founder of PCYCC, Mrs. Jane McGlory. Mrs. McGlory, would you please tell us what happened to stimulate your founding PCYCC?
Well, my oldest son, William, went into the Vietnam War in 1971, not smoking cigarettes or drinking any alcohol. When he was discharged in 1974, he was addicted to heroin. And he returned home for 30 days, and he was found dead on the job on Thanksgiving Day, 1974. And the hurt I felt deep within to have to bury my son at 21 years old turned my attention to work with all the youth in the Pacomia area and surrounding areas.
Mrs. McGlory, would you tell us what has some of the changes been in the community since the inception of PCYCC, and how have we addressed those changes?
Well, young people are more active now. They're not sitting around idle, because idle mind is the devil's workshop. We offer many programs at PCYCC to reach out to help our young people and young adults.
Could you tell us what are some of those programs?
Oh, we have martial arts, we have the tutorial class, we have the dance class, we have arts and craft. We have very, very many programs. Our first beginning started with the gospel choir, where we had over 100 members.
Is it true that the choir has gone into prisons, into juvenile hall and places like that?
Yes, we do. We go in the California Youth Authority institutions. We go in the Los Angeles County juvenile halls and camps. We also work to help those young people that are incarcerated.
You must feel very proud of what has happened with the organization in the last 14 years.
Yes, I'm very pleased, and we give God the glory for all the many blessings that we have received.
Thank you very much, Mrs. McGlory. And now, for your entertainment enjoyment, I'd like to introduce soloist Phyllis McConnell and 5 young singers from the Pacomia community, The New Way.
My name is Phyllis McConnell. I'll be singing Great is Thy Faithfulness. Great is thy faithfulness, O God, my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee. Thou changest not, thy compassions, they fail not, as thou hast been, thou forever wilt be. Summer and winter, springtime and harvest, sun, moon, and stars, in their courses of love, join with all nature in manifold witness to thy great faithfulness, mercy, and love. Great is hands hath provided. To thy great faithfulness, to thy great faithfulness, to thy great faithfulness, mercy and love.
There's no need in standing up for the right unless you're gonna stand up against the wrong. Tell me how you're gonna ever stop being weak unless you make your mind up to be strong. Well, you've got to do right, 'cause it won't be long. It won't be long. You've got to do right, 'cause it won't be long. It won't be long. Bow, 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 bow. Let me tell you that it's easy to hate your enemies, and it's just easy to love your friends. Tell me you don't have to love like the Bible tells you. You've got to let the love of God come in. Well, you've got to do right, 'cause it won't be long. It won't be long. You've got to do right, 'cause it won't be long. It won't be long. Don't you wanna love him better? Don't you wanna love him more? Can't you hear the Savior knocking? He's a knocking at your door. Don't you wanna make a haste to meet your Maker before you've got to deal with the undertaker? He will take you right now if you are willing. Don't you know the Bible is fulfilling? You've got to do right, 'cause it won't be long. It won't be long. You've got to do right, 'cause it won't be long. It won't be long. You got to do right, oh, live a life. You got to do right, oh, live a life. You got to do right, oh, live a life. You got to do right, oh, live a life. You got to do right, oh, live a life. You got to do right, oh, live a life. You got to do right, oh, live a life. You got to do right, whoa, live a life. You got to do right, whoa, live a life. You got to do right, whoa, live a life. You got to do right, whoa, live a life. You got to do right. Bow, ba 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 boo bow, ba 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 boo bow, ba 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 boo bow. Bang, 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 a bang, 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 a bang, bang. Bang a bang, bow, 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 a bow, 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 bow. You go to bow, ba 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 bow, ba 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 bow, ba 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 bow. You got to do right.
Mrs. McGlory, would you tell us what do we do, example, if a young mother or a family comes by our offices just out of the blue and have no place to live or whatnot? How do we handle such situations?
Well, in situations like that, Vincent always gives me a call. And the church I belong to, the Pacomia Seventh-day Adventist Church, has an inner city department, which I am the director of. And we seek out to get emergency lodging for the family and put them up for a few days.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned the inner city. I think that PCYCC is involved with the program of feeding the homeless, etc., during the holiday season, such as Thanksgiving.
Right. We have been doing this since 1987. There's so many people without, we used to hand out the boxes of groceries, but people had no place to cook. So now we cook the food and have them over.
And is it true that last year we served about 700 people, giving blankets and whatnot?
Very close to it, and sleeping bags, yes.
And we're doing the same thing this year, huh?
Same thing this year.
Well, I think that's marvelous, and I'm sure that everyone will be looking to assist us in the coming year.
Right. We intend to do this every year.
Thank you very much, Mrs. McGlory.
Thank you.
And we'll be watching to see how the organization grows. And it's really been a pleasure to have you here, and I'm looking forward to being with the organization for a long, long time.
Yes.
Thank you very much, and we look to see you again in the future.
We're very proud of you being our president.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Pacomia Community Youth Culture Center. My name is Vincent Mapprei, and I am the Executive Director of this center. Our goal is simple: to provide cultural, educational, and recreational activities for the youth of this community, with the overtone of offering them diversion from the everyday street environment that they're used to. Soon you will see some of the programs that we host here at the center, and you will hear of the founder and how she began this center on a dream. We welcome you. We thank you for all your assistance.
That if it's 90%, then the rest is 10%.
You subtract it from 100, that's what the other would be.
Okay.
Let's try number 3. You do that all by yourself.
The Pacomia Community Youth Culture Center is committed to the youth of this area. Another program that we have here at the center is our tutorial program, headed by Dr. Robert Walker, who's been with the center ever since its inception. Dr. Walker, as the Pacomia Youth Center, is committed to assisting the youth of this area with their homework needs. One of the programs here at the Pacomia Community Youth Culture Center is our piano program. The way that was started was we had the pianos donated, and a community member tuned them up for us. There was a great interest by the youth of the community, and we found out that our job developer is an accomplished pianist. So Sunny went ahead and decided to volunteer her time and teach and help the youth of the community with the piano, and that's how that came about.
I'd like to introduce you now to our very fine Executive Director, Mr. Vincent Mapprei. Mr. Mapprei, do you feel that organizations such as PCYCC are necessary in communities such as Pacomia?
Unfortunately, they're in demand. We are servicing a group of people that normally would not get service, especially in the area that we're in, which is the Northeast San Fernando Valley. The youth of the area, because of the environment, don't necessarily have a place to go, where to do things. Consequently, we find them in the streets. Because of the peer pressure, they find themselves in the situation that they do. Centers as ours are desperately needed, and we have a hard time raising the funds for it to offer the diversion for the youth that is desperately necessary.
Well, could you tell us what are some of the needs of our organization, and what can the public do to assist us?
The needs are tremendous. The first, of course, is the volunteering. We need people to come in and offer their services. If they're instructors, if they sing, if they play an instrument, if they do martial arts, we have all of these programs in the center right now. But it's always in demand, that kind of volunteering. Funds funds are in tremendous need. We need funds to operate on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. We get money through the city of Los Angeles, and sometimes it's difficult because of everybody getting cut. It's difficult to operate. So money is of the essence to try to buy the supplies that are needed to offer the programs that we do.
Okay then. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard some of the needs that we have in the Pacomia community, and if you wish to assist us, you can contact us.
On your breathing. Up. 7. Down. Up. 8. Down. Up. Down. 5. Up. Okay. Close them. Down. 10. All right, just sit up. Don't rest on your hands. Don't rest on your hands. All right, I want your toes pointed straight up. What you want to do, when I say down, try to grab your toes. Make your forehand touch your knee. Keep your legs straight. Down. One of the programs that we have here at the Pacomia Community Youth Culture Center is our karate program. Richard Packard, who's our sensei, was instrumental in starting this program many years ago. He's gone on in his professional life, but yet he takes time out of his daily job to come out here and work with the children of the community. And at this point, I'd like to introduce Richard Packard, who works with the councilman in this area during the day, and in the evenings, he comes in and works with the youth of this community. Richard? Thank you, Vince. Appreciate it. I want to introduce my assistant, Mr. William Hurd, who's also a black belt. These are the young people that we teach on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Basically, what we try to do is instruct the kids on self-discipline, self-respect, and self-esteem for themselves and for others. We work out and learn the basic techniques of karate. Anything you'd like to say, Mr. Hurd?
Well, I feel that the students here are very enthusiastic about the program that's here for them, and they show great attendance, and they also show great enthusiasm. And I feel that they're going to be a fine group of karate leaders.
Thank you. And we'll have David Vargas come out and give us his rendition of why he's participating in karate. David? Tell us why.
I like to come to karate because I want to exercise and get tall so I can be stiff and I could never be teased that I'm too short. That's all.
Okay, David. Thank you. All right. We have many programs here at the Pacomia Community Youth Culture Center. One of them that you have not seen is our dance program, which consists of two facets. The first one is a folklorico type dancing. The second one is a modern jazz type dancing. The youth of the community really enjoy it and come out and partake in this particular program. We have a slew of other classes that we offer to the community. One of them is counseling. Another one is an enrichment type of a class which is offered on Saturdays. Another one is a parenting program. And we also have a child nurse program. We're especially proud of that one. That consists of assisting and teaching latchkey kids how to essentially take care of themselves, personal hygiene, and first aid, cooking, while their parents are out at work. We try to be a well-rounded center and offer what the community needs. We believe we have a pulse on the community. We work with them, And we believe that these are some of the programs that they ask for and they like. We are also beginning to work with other agencies in the area and offer different programs on a consortium type basis. We work with referrals and with the commercial and the business portion of the area here in the Northeast San Fernando Valley.
This is the Pacomia Community Youth Cultural Center Art Cultural Festival. This is one of the events that we are doing on a yearly basis and times in between to help to raise funds, etc. for the Pacomia Community Youth Cultural Center. And we invite any of you at any time to join us, bring your children, and check with the center to find out what events are going on. These are some of the events that we are giving that we need the donations of the public. They are things that will be helping us in putting on events like this. So if you have anything that you would like to contribute toward these events, we would appreciate it. You can contact the Community Youth Culture Center, which is at Van Nuys Boulevard and Glen Oaks, and we'd be most appreciative of it. There's always something in our center that will be directed toward and affecting our community with the youth. And we ask you to always feel free to come forward and join us. And we're looking to see you in the future joining us in the various things that we'll be giving. And we're going to be going around the fair, and hopefully you'll be able to observe some of the things that we're doing. Thank you for joining us today, and we're looking forward to hearing from you very, very soon. Come and join us sometime. One more thing, the address of PCYCC is 11423 Glen Oaks Boulevard, and our phone number is area code 818-896-8878. We invite you again to join us at any time for any of the events that we will be giving in the future. Thank you, and you all come out and join PCYCC in the future.